When was the last time you laughed so hard your belly hurt? You felt lit up from the inside, not from a win or a substance or a screen, but from the sheer joy of being alive. It's a confronting question, especially in midlife, when the strategies that once gave you drive, buzz, and satisfaction now barely even offer relief. You wake up and it's all grey. Beneath the duty and the deadlines, the metrics and the meetings, there lies a quiet whisper that won't go away. Is this really it? If that voice feels familiar, if you've achieved success but suspect there's got to be more to life than this, then this video is for you. We're going to explore why life can feel so heavy, even when it looks enviable from the outside, and what you can do about it if you're ready for a deeper kind of answer. But first, ask yourself honestly, do you wake up excited to live another day? Grateful, clear, energized by the life you built? Or has it become strangely flat? Like maybe you've outgrown the very world you worked so hard to create. And why is that? Well, it's because life isn't static. Change is the rule, not the exception. And you're meant to evolve with it, not just physically, not just intellectually, not even just emotionally, but spiritually too. That tension you're feeling, it's the pressure of growth. A deep part of you is starting to push against the shell of your old identity that did help you win the first half of life. You played that game, and by most metrics, you won. And yet, the prize feels strangely hollow. Because what's missing now is soul. One of my clients, a CEO running a global firm, told me when we first started working together that I ticked every box, the business, the MBA, the family, and yet still I feel empty. Like something essential never arrived. What he came to understand is this: feeling this way in midlife isn't a failure, it's a signal. It means you're ready to play a new game, one guided by something deeper. Because there's a question starting to rise in you, not a clever question, but a felt one. A question your mind can't pin down, but your body won't let go of. And here's the thing, that question can't be answered intellectually. No amount of thinking will solve this. Your intellect has taken you as far as it can. So the solution isn't sharper logic, it's deeper feeling. Let's start there. Can you name the 5 core emotions? Do you know how they move through your body, when they arise, and why? Have you ever fully felt your grief without analyzing it? Your anger without discharging it? Your joy without controlling it? Because until you learn to feel what's true, you can't access the aliveness underneath, or the guidance of an operating system that runs on feeling, not thought. Emotional intelligence is not a soft skill. It's the doorway to your vitality. Because if you can't feel fully, you can't live fully. And what about soul? I know the word makes some people flinch, but that's just your cultural conditioning. Because you've been trained to trust only what you can see, measure, and prove. And yet, human eyes perceive less than 0.01% of the electromagnetic spectrum, which means literally your intellect is blind to 99.99% of reality. So, what intelligence can guide you through what the rational mind can't see? The answer is your intuition. Not some vague mysticism, but a precise felt sense of resonance. A knowing you feel rather than think. It's not irrational, it's transrational. Its language is meaning and resonance. Its domain is imagination, not deduction. Its guidance is felt, not forced. And its aim isn't success, it's alignment. As Steve Jobs puts it, intuition is more powerful than intellect, because only intuition can guide you towards the life that's truly yours to live. But first, you have to admit that no amount of productivity can numb the ache of a life misaligned. Once you do, you're finally free to ask different kinds of questions like, what really matters to you? What would it mean to live in such a way that you wouldn't trade your life for anything? And what would it take to align your life that fully with who you really are? These aren't questions your mind can answer because they don't live in your mind. They live in the soul. And the soul doesn't speak in spreadsheets. It speaks in meaning, longing, symbols, and dreams. In the quiet grief of realizing the summit you've scaled isn't the final mountain that you're meant to climb. And maybe that's why nothing up here feels quite right. Because you've outgrown this view. Your next chapter doesn't require more strategy. It requires more truth. What you long for now isn't more dopamine, it's depth, peace, purpose, and joy. And these aren't mental states, they're emotional and soul states, the felt sense of a life that finally fits. And that, my friend, is why the hustle no longer satisfies you, why the buzz feels hollow now, and why the voice inside keeps whispering, you were made for more than this. This is your invitation not to abandon the world, but to finally inhabit it, to stop chasing fleeting highs and start building a life that energizes you from the inside out. Because when you live with meaning, you don't need to be entertained. You are engaged, you are at peace, you are alive, and life becomes something greater than fun, becomes sacred, a love story, a legacy, a truth you're proud to stand inside. This, then, is the real task of midlife, to shed the mask of success and become the person your soul has been quietly shaping you to be. Because fulfillment, meaning, and freedom aren't just deeper than fun, they're what you were actually looking for every time you chased it. So the real question becomes, what are you really aiming for? And what intelligence are you trusting to lead the way? If you're done with chasing status and success, and if you're ready to live with depth, clarity, and meaning, you'll find everything you need at resonance.global. Trust what resonates.